join, they can always watch the recorded version. So continue.
I'm going to talk about 3 topics today. So we'll start with your life paths. Day of birth, destiny expression number. So, how many of us here knows most of these numbers already? Or who is new to it? How many people know these numbers and who are new to it? Okay, since nobody is chatting, people are or getting you know it to a certain level. Let me assume that you know it to a certain level. So I will explain from the meeting point. What is your life path? Your life path is the school you came to attend. I can put it in that short form. It's the school you came to attend with lessons. That is your life path. Your day of birth is who you are, and gifts, talents. And put it in this way. Your destiny expression number is from the name. Destiny is first seen in the name here. Destiny. Second thing you see is expression. The energy you vibrate to your expression you meet people. It's also the number that expresses how you will live your life path. Gives you more clarity of how you will live your life path. When you combine the destiny number and your life path together, the destiny number shows you how you will express your life path. It's your expression. It's the energy that people read from you after some time. When they've been around you for some time, it's the energy that they will read from you. It's different from the personality number. So these are the 3 numbers you're getting into. So we'll start from life path to explain life path numbers to you. All the life path numbers 1 to 33. They will go into day of birth. They will enter destiny expression number. So how do you calculate your life path? How do you calculate your life path? To calculate your life path is the full day you were born, the exact day you were born. That's how you calculate your life path. You calculate the year, the month you were born, and the day you were born. You calculate everything together. It's like I said, it's the school you came to earth to do. It's like your lesson on this earth. Your life path is your lesson. The lessons you came to learn, the part of life that you should go in, that you see opportunities and lessons. I like people putting opportunities and lessons in that way for you. It's more or less your life path, your soul's mission. Most of the times, you say your life path is one of the reasons you come to incarnate. They want to track your numbers, or want to try to track your incarnated life through numerology deeply. Most of the times, they use your life path and your soul up to know what your previous life will be like. So life path is the mission, the school you came to attend, to your soul that came to learn, is the lessons. So to calculate the life path, let's use anybody's birthday. Let me use somebody born on, let's say, 21st. 21st, someone born on 21st. 05 May, maybe 1990. Or if there's anybody that can type me their date of birth on the chart. I can use the person's date of birth. Let me check. If anybody can type in their message, I'll use it.
January
All right.
25th,
All right.
January 25th, 1980.
Okay.
January 25th, 1980.
Okay, let me use that one. Okay, so on that one, okay. Let me use January 25th, 1980. '25th, 1980. To calculate his life path is just the addition of all these numbers together gives you your life path. For example, 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 0. 2 plus 5, 7 plus 1, 8 plus 1, 9. 9 plus 9, 18. 18 plus 8, 26. 2 plus 6, 8. This is a life path 8. Let me calculate again. 2 plus 5, 7 plus 1. That is the January. The January is the 1. The 25th is the date of birth. January plus 25th, that is 8. Plus the first number in 1980, that is a 9. 9 plus 9, 18. 18 plus 8, 20, 26. 18 plus 8, 26. 2 plus 6. 2 plus 6 equals to 8. So this person is a life path 8. This is a life path 8 person. So his life mission, his desire lessons in his life is to make balance materialism and materialism on the earth and also spiritual side of life. Is to manifest. His destiny is to manifest money, abundance, power, influence as a life path 8. That is his destiny. To manifest money, power, independence, influence. So this is a life path of an abundance person. So on this life path, most likely will find a lot of opportunities and will always desire to invest huge in things, because when they invest huge, they are more profitable when they invest huge than when they don't invest huge. So on this life path, they succeed a lot when they invest huge. The life path 8. So this person life path 8. So now we know how to calculate life path 8. Let's go into all the life path numbers. Let me give you an explanation for every of the life path numbers and the lessons that you learn from them for each of the life paths. Okay. Life path 1. What is your lesson? Okay. Life path 1. What is your lesson? Life path 1. Life path 1. Your journey is to stand out, to do things uniquely as a life path 1, to be individualistic, to be independent. Your life journey, the test you will have is that you have to balance your ego and your arrogance. You have to balance it up. That's one of the tests you get for a life path 1. You should balance that one up. You should not be too extreme or people be telling you you're too harsh. Those are the lessons you learn how to balance. But your journey is to stand out and be a leader in anything you do. Some of this life path 1 will always desire to, you always find yourself in positions whereby you want him as a leader in positions, even if he's working in a hospital or is a company, they always find a way to feel you're responsible as a life path 1 because you carry that leadership energy as a life path 1. That's the part that favors you. So if you're doing individual businesses or trying to see opportunities that make you want to always stand out, then it is correct. It's perfect for you as a life path 1. Then we go to life part 2. Life part 2. Your journey is to be a peacemaker. Your test is to be a peacemaker. Come on. You guys are saying it. Your test is to be a peacemaker as a life part 2. Life part 2 being a peacemaker means that your journey is you have the desire to always commit to be. You are not scared to be a second place person. Whereby the life part 1 is independent and individualistic and wants to stand out. For the life part 2, you prefer to be more of the caring, empathic. Is the first feminine number for the numbers. It's one of the first feminine numbers. You're not bothered. You can be a second person. They are very good at partnership. They are very good at seeing things from 2 points of view as a life part 2. They have these psychic abilities. Their destiny is in their destiny. They must always make partnership with people and things that will take them forward. Marriage is very good for people the life part 2, or they can even go into businesses or jobs like being a counselor or a psychologist because they have the desire to fix and mend relationships. So that is their life part 2. Most of the lessons and the tests they will get as a life part 2 is that they should learn not to allow people question their ego too much or question their boundaries, because as a life part 2, a lot of people come to test on your boundaries as a life part 2. They press into your desire. They want to see how much they can stretch you because they feel that they can get away with it for a life part 2. So that is their test. But their major strength, as I've told you, is building, to be cooperative, to be in harmony. They are the perfect peacemakers as a life part 2. They're perfect peacemakers. So let's go to life part 3. Life part 3. Life part 3. Life part 3. That life part is a life of expressiveness. These are the ones that can be that your life always pushing positions where you're supposed to market, you're good at talking, you're the witty talker. People like this can go into journalism, marketing, every of those type of businesses, they can go into it. Journalism, marketing, every form of talking. Life part 3, they usually have that destiny. They can people that can be naturally funny, they are comedians as their life path. So when they go into any media related business or celebrity business or marketing business, if they push themselves in that way as a life path, it will help you express your destiny more. That is how it works for life path 3. Then if you're a life path, your test is that sometimes when you should always, even if you put in structure as a life path 3 because you have scattered energy, you should not stay in that structure for too long so that it doesn't withhold your creativity sometimes as a life path 3. Because you might be life path 3 will make you feel you can learn a lot of skills, but most of the times it's just your energy is being scattered into plenty places. So in as much as you need to work out to put a bit of structure, the life path 3 steps is always to balance it that sometimes he has to allow his creativity to explode out because he's the number 1 for the creative triad. Just like the 1 is the life for the inspirational triad, the triad of ideas, the triad of getting downloads. Number 2 is the first of the manifestation triad. So for life path 4 now, what do we do about life path 4? Life path 4 is a dedicated structure achiever. Your life is to set up structure that people can benefit from. You're the one that is balanced and patient, that has a plan. Like life path 2, life path 4 is another life path that marriage will benefit them a lot. A means of structure. You can hear people with a personal year 4 getting married. So for the life path 4, structure, business, finance, they are hardworking. Your life path is to get things done eventually through hard work and structure and balance. You have to get things done eventually through that as a life path 4. Structure, business, hard work, paying attention to detail, being consistent is your journey. But in your journey, you'll be tested sometimes sometimes it might be too structured not to break the rules when you're needed to. So your test as a life path 4 is that there are times when you may feel like you're too structured. You might have to break the rules a bit to move forward. So that's one of the tests you will get on your journey as a life path 4, because your life path is your lesson. But overall, you should move in a path of structure, hard work, patience, diligence, being calculated, being on time in whatever you're doing, being dedicated and patient and always working with a structure and timetable, it will favor you very well as a life path 4. For the life path 3, remember I explained to you that one of that life path, you must sometimes break the rules and be explosive for his creativity to show. But for the 4, he has to be dedicated and determined. But inside there, one of the lessons that you should be careful of is he should not let his rigidity make him miss opportunities where he can take them because of too much structure for life path 4. Then for life path 5, what do we know about life path 5? Life path 5 is a number of the explorer. The life path 5 is similar to the life path 3, but instead him is an adventurer. He's an explorer. The life path 5 is an adventurer, he's an explorer. He wants to always, your life journey is similar to the 3, but whereby the 3 is more on the creative, artistic side. The life path 5 is a people person, but it's more of the traveling, inquisitive achiever. So that's one that has a journey that can survive a lot in life. That is the life path 5 journey. So it's slightly different from the life path 3. But the similarities are they are both people's person, they are adaptable, they can learn many witty skills, but they have maybe scattered, flaky energy. Those life paths always have indecision making. People with those life paths 3 and 5, they can marry, but sometimes they can take longer to marry because of their explorative nature. Why a 4 will want to be structured with the person with that life path 4, to want to structure and marry maybe quickly to balance up. The life path 5 and 3 might be scattered to want to explore. So the life path 5, one thing that is important to them, your journey, is that you must always reinvent yourself to go forward in your life. Your life journeys, jobs that require maybe in the aviation field, maybe hotel, luxury, beauty, jobs that require you going out there, it favors you. And a job that maybe after some time you can, there's always increasing in level, always change, it favors you. Anything you're doing that you stay too long in for like maybe 10 years, it usually hits people with the soul of life path 5 and 3 too. They always want to reinvent themselves. They are the adventurers. When they are not feeling adventurous again in their nature, as a life path 5, you will not feel, you get restless. So their test is to learn how to not be, because they are the freedom people. They are free. So their test is to learn not to fall into any addictions that will hold them back. That's one of their lessons as a life path 5. They must learn to always, even if they try to be free, they should not be chained into addictions or problems related to that, because they have that scattered energy for it as a life path 5. So they need to be flexible, resourceful. That's in life will always favor them. If they go on journeys, they succeed. They always get away with it because they are adaptable, change. So life path 6. Life path 6 is the energy of marriage. So once the life path 6 is very advisable, it's that number of femininity. Home is very important. A balanced home is very important for them. It's a number of justice too. The life path 6 is a justice number. Wants to be responsible to the society. It's a nurturer. So one of the tests a life path 6 will get is not to overspend. Sometimes they can overspend on their beauty or overspend on some material things. They should balance that one. And they should work on holding people on to a high stake that people are not. Life path 6, idealism. They usually will depend on people and hold them to high stake too much. And it doesn't always work out for them. They always feel people are like them, having that desire for justice, like a life path 6, a nurturer. They want to fix things too. They want to heal, they want to nurture, they want to build things. So businesses, the family is extremely important. When I tell the family is important for 2 and 4 for structure, a life path 6, one of the journeys is family. Family is also very, very, very important for life path 6. Life path 6, when they even take care of their family a lot, most of the times, funds come from nowhere to them to make sure they continue being responsible for their family. If you're usually in a pinnacle 6, you can even observe that you'll be having a lot of family issues, but then there'll be always money for you if you're in a life your life path 6 or personal year 6. So it's a number of the healer, the feminine number, the main feminine number. The 2, their partnership numbers, 4 partnership structure balance, but 6 is a year that people get pregnant or can easily even have marriage easily. So their destiny is connected to balance and unity, nurture and healing. They can be medical doctors, they can be massagists, they can be psychologists too, like the life path too. But anything that is with healing, medical, spiritual doctors, any type of doctors, life path 6 will love it. They'll be very good at it. Then let's talk about the paths for a life path 7 now. For the life path 7 now, That is the knowledge getter, the philosopher, the spiritualist. That is the life path 7. The life path 7 is a philosopher, is a spiritualist, is highly intellectual. He has wisdom. So his journey is always to seek out knowledge and find out the truth about life. That is his own life lesson. His own life lesson is that he should seek out knowledge. He should find out the truths about life. He can also be a psychologist because he can be a truth seeker. But him is not coming. The life path 6 being a psychologist, for example, is coming from a part of really wanting to nurture, to heal you. A life path 7 comes from a part of being a psychologist to want to get to the roots because of their truth seeker. The agenda is too different. 6 is a nurturer. 7 is a truth seeker kind of psychologist. If he was to be a psychologist, that would be his drive data. So this life path always pushes you that anything related to schooling, finding the truth about things, being to yourself, being in nature, being spiritual, it will favor a life path 7. A life path 7 is spiritual. As a life path 7, he is a spiritualist. He's spiritual in everything he's doing. A life path 7 is spiritual. Then for a life path 8, a life path 8 is like I've said before when I read for the person, is a powerful, generous manifesto. Your journey is that you always get money, but sometimes you can lose money excessively, but you always be balancing because your journey requires you to have a lot of patience in life as a life path 8 because your patience will be tested to a point of mastery so that when you master things, you cannot manifest the power you've mastered. A life path 8, you'll never run to chase power and influence because it favors your life path. But you can have the test that, okay, sometimes it can be too materialistic or greedy. Your patience will be tested as a life path 8. Sometimes a life path 8 will struggle. You hear of people will say 2 and 8 birthday. When you see a lot of 8 in a chart, the person can either struggle a lot, but when he master what he's doing to the level of power and he use abundance energy very well, money comes back to them. And they reap what they sow very well. Life path 8 is a karmic number. As they put in effort, they reap what they sow. It's one of the karmic numbers. That was last year, universal year 8, a lot of karma was coming on. So life path 8 is a number that you'll be tested for your greed because of patience. Sometimes it might be hard for it to come, but when the money comes into your life, because one example of abundance is through money. So when the money comes into your life, it can come excessive. Be like, when I have money, I don't even so work. It comes excessively too plenty. Then later, sometimes it can go down, you're not seeing it again. So the life path 8 has to balance up spirituality and materialism together. He has to know that the 2 8s of 2 sides. It has the upper part of the 8 that is for spirituality and the other side that is also materialism. He needs to manage the 2 life to manifest abundance. Because the number of the abundance and money, 888 portal, power, abundance, domination. So that life path will always favor people that if they are doing something, they can be good athletes. Going into sports where you compete, it favors a life path 8 and a life path 1. Or being a businessman, a risk taker, and investor favors life path 8 and life path 1. So we go to life path 9, the humanitarian. The life path 9, the humanitarian. The humanitarian life path 9 is the number of humanitarian, the energy of love. But one thing that they have a test with is that the 6 is quick to show love, to admit love and wound, but a life path 8 can get wounded. Your test as a life path 8 is to not allow the wounds consume you. Should learn how to forgive as a life path 8. Life path 9 can have healing problems. Those are the lessons you learn as a life path 9. For anything, you're the jack of all trades. A life path 9 can learn any skill, and when they learn it, they usually dominate because they are creative. It's the last in the 369 triad. It's the third one for the creative triad before the life path 33. So the life path 9 can also be a doctor, a healer. He can do many humanitarian aid skills. No matter how much they are people that can give you money and feel like it's a normal thing for people to give money. But sometimes they might have issues to admitting their emotions because they usually don't forgive easily because they do things with a lot of emotions. Same as the 6 and the 2, and the 3 and 2. 6, 2, 3, and 9 do a lot of things with serious emotions. So a life path 9 needs to learn how to move on and heal from wounds, to not let things hold him back because you can be trapped in the past a lot. Like in this person, universal year 9 now, a lot of life path 9s will be experiencing a lot of serious endings to the relationship, reflections, endings of circle. They feel a lot of endings, a lot of things coming to the top maximum. in this event, universal year 9 for a life path 9. So the jobs that favor them is any job. They are adaptable to many skills, but being humanitarian, being giving out things, artistic skills, medical field, they can learn any skill very well as a life path 9. So that's for life path 9. So we'll go into life path 11 now, the master numbers now. So for the master numbers, what do we know about the master numbers? If you're a master number, you're already on a special mission as a master number. As a life path, as a master number, you're very, very psychic. You're usually an old soul. Starting from 9, 11, 22, 33, they're usually older souls, like most of the times. They're coming for specific assignments. A master number 11 as a life path will always be a one to inspire people. We always want to go to the depth of things. A life path 11 is always deep. They are deep, they are spiritual, they get insights from their higher self, they are mystic. It has the two energies. 11 has the energy of 1 plus 1 as 2, and has the energy of one separate and one separate. So they can be independent. The master numbers are special because 11 is 2. 11 is also double 1 energy, and 11 is also single as 11. So they have 3 different energies on them. The master number 11 energy, they still have the 11 independent energy. So they can be, sometimes in some numerology, they can still call them a 2. But they are a higher level of psychic 2 that can stand on their own. They want to inspire people. They want to, they are mystical by nature. They know how to they can always overcome obstacles. Any number that is a life master number from 11, 22, and 33 usually have a heavier test in life. Every other number you can have challenges, but for these ones, usually a huge test in them so that they can learn a lot to inspire people. So most of them, the problem you will have is that you want to be an innovator, you want to inspire, you want to go deep in life, but sometimes they can have extreme anxiety, extreme expectations on themselves, extreme tests, huge ego, sometimes being oversensitive. You understand? They have this kind of feelings that attack them. So life at 11, like I say, master of all three, it can inspire going somewhere spiritual, going into depth of things there. Any skill they are doing, they give a certain depth in how they do it as a life at 11, because they get downloads. As for life path 22, they are very special. What are they special for? To them are the master number 22 or 4. So they carry the energy of the double 2 and also the energy of 4 and master number 22. That kind of journey shows that the person is extremely destined to build something foundational for a lot of people to inherit. Whereby, whether it is in the family or it is the extended family, whatever, whether it is in his own common family, whether it is a karma, but they are supposed to build something that even if it's a big business, there are people that will build it to that point to achieve it. Yeah, okay, life path 9. Yeah, it's true. So life path 22 have that destiny. They want to build something. They are like an upgraded version of 4. 22 is an upgraded version of 4. They have that destiny to build something wonderful, something great, something patient. It might take them, they are 8, 22, 4. Patience is one of the things they will learn because they have to be steady. But maybe unlike the 4, the 22 has the energy of the 2, so they can be good in partnership. So they are, even say if it's to be a CEO, let's say a 4 and a 22, who will be a better CEO? I can say the 22 because you have human relationship skills better, gotten from the 2, double 2 energy there, more than the normal 4. And you also, it's like part 2 that means if you can have better human relationship and build certain structure, you're good in some high positions because they will always pay attention to details. So they are good in business and numbers. If you have a life at 22, there are people that are dependable, there are people that will point out things to you, similar to a 7. But then they are pessimistic by nature because they want to make sure the structure does not fail. They have that PTSD for a failed structure, failed system. So they are pessimistic and paying attention to details. So they have the similar test as the life path 4. Life path 22 have it, but just on a higher level, means higher anxiety and higher expectations on them and being over workaholic, and they can fall sick from working too hard as a life path 22. Because they work too much. You should control yourself not to be rich like the 4, because it's still reflecting that 4 energy, but on the high level. They should not be too rigid. So sometimes take some risk, but I don't break away from that part because structure is your strength as a life at 22. But you're given a bigger destiny than a normal 4 to inspire the society to build something that is way, way more advanced for your entire family. I have seen life at 22s that they are the ones that are responsible for the build, the people with 22 number, or something that even their extended family usually inherit from. So life at 22, that is their strength. Then what is life at 33? A life at 33 is usually a very, very spiritual child, same like the other master numbers. They usually have sometimes challenging upbringing, family problems. I've seen therapy with people with those life at 33, 11, 33 too very well. They have a lot of challenges going on because the challenges are supposed to, you're supposed to heal from it so that you can help other people. Like Mr. Femo talk in his shadow work classes about from his shadow work, yes. I've learned, even me, I've learned something from his shadow work that he has influenced in my own life, whereby I now I demand I don't do things too much for free for people again because of energy vampirism. That is a kind of example of what the life path 33 can most times suffer going on. But they are usually highly spiritual. There's a reason the Freemason, they call the highest level 33-degree Freemason. The life at 33, Jesus died at the age of 33. So it's a very, very spiritual number. It's a great healer. It has the energy of the 6, the energy of the 3 together, the 3 energy and the 6 energy. So a life at 33 is good in any creative field too, even if it is art, self, or music or artistic skills, even if it's a welder too, that weld shopper, weld metal, is a master in anything. They are now naturally is a master number. So their creativity shows in anything artistic too. Being a 3 and a 6, 3 plus 3 is 6, also having double 3 energy and a master number at 33. So that's why they are the highest level of the creative in the creative triad, and they are also very spiritual. Their journey is to be a teacher. So all the wounds they go through from when they were young makes them become good teachers in anything they are doing. That's for the life path entity. So and them too, they can be doctors, they can be psychologists, they can be herbalists, spiritual people too. 7, 9, 11, 33 can really become spiritualist people with high psychic ability. These are numbers that can also be healers, can be energy healers, any of those kind of courses, they can be that. But they need to learn the lesson of not feeling like I too know too much because they like to criticize and I don't want to be criticized more as a life package. Feeling like that ego, they have the ego issue of mastering everything. They are bad at listening. They can be childish, but it's because of their pure energy. Their pure vibration can make them look sometimes childish. Sometimes the double 3 energy can give them scattered energy. Those are the lessons they learn from their life path. So these are the things they have to balance. They have to balance the 33 energy in them and also the 6 energy so that they don't get too sensitive, master things patiently, and be focused. If they want to be a spiritual teacher, no problem. If you want to be a doctor, a healer, no problem. If they want to be artists, they'll be very good in that one too. So we are done with life paths. So now we're going to day of birth. No. Day of birth, this one. Martha is giving me a bit of issue, but we can go into day of birth. What is day of birth? Day of birth is the day you were born. The day you were born. If you were born on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. That's the date of birth. So date of birth can be gotten from, let's say you're born on 25th, 2 plus 3, 5. You're born on 26th, 2 plus 6, day of birth 8. You're born on 29, 2 plus 9, 11, and 2 plus 9, a master number 11, day of birth. Or you're born on the 20, let's say you're born on 21st, 2 plus 1, 3. That is your day of birth. Now, what is your day of birth? What is your day of birth and your life path? You don't see your day of birth and your life path is just very simple. Your life path is your mission in life, your lessons you learn. Now, your day of birth numbers now emphasizes on the skills you have for that life path you're going for. That is how you go. That is how you go for your life path. Your life path, your day of birth now, for example, I'm reading this chart, is the gift you were given that can help you express your life path. Like your life path is the school or where you work in. The day of birth is it to a lecturer, a lawyer, a doctor in the school, or an engineer in the school. The specific gift you are given, who you are, your potential energy. If you finish the school, that the energy you will use. They are your potential gifts given to you. That's your day of birth. That's why they say your life path is your day of birth is who you are. That's your day of birth, who you are, exactly. So for your day of birth, if your day of birth 1, it shows that while your mission in life can be like you're supposed to be a healer or a number 2 life out of partner or somebody, your day of birth can be 1. Means that you have individualistic skills. And one way or the other, your life path, you should use those skills to partner well with people, to have a partnership relationship, to go forward in any business you do. Like your day of birth can be, let's say, 8, 2, and 6. And your life path can be 3. So that means even in the artistic world, you find a way to be always creative to find money and abundance and investing. Because now these numbers now become coded message about your gifts given to you as your day of birth. So let's start. Day of birth 1, what are the gifts given to you? Not your mission now, the gifts that you have as a person. You're an individualistic person. You're a natural. You love to lead. You're self-sufficient. These are the kind of abilities you have naturally. You were maybe a rebel in school. You did too, they disobey. You have ego. Sometimes they call it self-centered, but it's not self-centered. It's the ego of feeling like a leader. They can call you stubborn, rebellious, because you have that leadership energy. You don't like to show weaknesses because you feel people depend on you. So you don't like to show weaknesses as a day of birth 1. You feel like you're responsible, so it's hard for you to tell people when you're weak. They'll bet on your gifts. You do better when you stand out, when you do things your own way. Now, this is not telling you how you are naturally, the way you live your everyday life. You do things better that way. That is your day of birth 1. Your day of birth 2, what does it tell you? Naturally, you're a people pleaser, no, peacemaker. A peacemaker. Let me put it that way, not people pleaser. You're a peacemaker, you're psychic, you're sensitive, you're cooperative, you're peaceful, you're kind, you're loving, you're natural, you're that's your nature. Now it's not like it's your lesson of how your life path is going. These are the 2 most important numbers because your name can be affected by maybe your father, your name, you don't like the name, your name might change. Some people don't even know their complete name on birth certificate. Some people have those challenges. So, but if you can just get your year you were born and the day you were born, that one it cannot change by name. It is how you are. So your day of birth alone tells you that, okay, I say 2. These are the gifts I have naturally in me. I'm naturally this way. Maybe sometimes I can be like a pushover or some things are like this with me. I'm too sensitive. I'm too dependent. I really like to allow somebody take the front wheel. It's how you are naturally as a person when you're not conscious. It's how you behave naturally. These are your gifts. For a life path 3, boss is a August 21st, life path 3. August 12th, August 12th, life path 3 now. See how boss is now for his birthday now. See how he's creative in his 3 energy. He's so creative as a 12, a 1 plus 2. Very talker. He can talk, he can sell you ideas, he can conversate well, he's artistic.
Not life path.
These are
Not
not his
life path.
gifts now.
Day
These
of
are not
birth
his
3.
gifts.
Day of birth 3. 12th of August
Day
is
of
day
birth,
of
yes,
birth.
sir.
You said life
Yes,
path
day
3.
of sir. Sir?
You said life path 3 is day of birth 3.
No,
not life.
sir. Day of birth 3 for you, sir. I meant day of birth 3. Day of birth 12, August 12, day of birth 3. So boss is naturally, his gift is that he's good at artistic skills too. He can learn any artistic thing. He's very creative. You can see the way he talks, the three energy of expression, being a good talker. Among the 369 triad, three is the one that is very funny, positive energy. It shows so much in boss. For example, as a day of birth 3, as a day of birth 3, August 12, it shows so much in how he does things. He's a quick talker. He's smart. They are very good in their words. They are good marketers. They are people persons, and they are good with artistic gifts. Those are the gift of a day of birth 3. Now, depending on the life partner, when you now add the life part, and let's say the astrology sign, you can now get more clarity into who you are deeper. But for a day of birth 3 now, creative, talking, artistic, it's natural in him to learn all those things. A day of birth 4 now will have the gifts of the 4 energy. He will be very, very structured naturally. He'll be very detailed. Some people, by just knowing that they are born on 22 or they are born on 4 or they are born on, let's say, 22 years and 4 again, when you see their numbers add up to 4 as day of birth, 4 or 22, they are born on this kind of date to structure. Now, for example, adding up 22 is still 4, but a master number. For those 4 energy as day of birth 4, no matter if it calculates to be 4, it ends up to be 4. Is very special people for discipline and structure. They are people that you can rely on to be very dependable. But also the way they pay attention to details, if they want to confuse you, they're also very good at confusing because they are very patient and they are very detailed. They are people that work, that are very reliable to. They are people that can wake up 7 o'clock in the day consistently every day, do it without failing. They find it natural to do it as a day of birth 4. They are that structured and they even get irritated by their gift from body when they see people that can't meet up to them. You can't work as hard as a day of birth 4. A day before you can't work as hard as they are. They work harder. They are more consistent. They are more structured. That one now is their own gift as their day of birth is 13, 31, 4, 22 exactly. Anyhow, it combined to 4. But 22 is a master number 22, but still has the 4 energy. So you now go to day of birth 5. That person naturally have the adventurous spirit. He's an adventurer. He's one that loves freedom. He loves to explore. That is his own nature. He's adaptive. He's always inquisitive to learn something. He might not finish what he has learned, but he will always want to learn something new. Maybe he might have challenges not finishing it, but he will always want to learn something. They can be very beautiful. They are also people. They are people that get that energy that people love being around them. They are good with people. They are good at talking. Like I said, but he might not be as artistic as a 3, whereby a 3 is more of the artistic side. Person with the gift of day of birth 5 will now be more of the adventurous person. When things work out for him, sometimes when he changes location, maybe things are not working well and he decides, let me change the location to somewhere else, change. Before you know, new ideas come to them. They are very good in that way as a day of birth 5. They go to day of birth 6. You have the gift of femininity in you. You look beautiful, feminine in nature as a 6. You always desire to marry early. You have this gift urge that people always want to be attracted to marry you early. You make people you allure them sexually too as a day of birth 6. 6 has that feminine energy of beauty, nurturing, alluring, and you have that gift too. There are people that most times they can be very fertile sexually. One, if they are not minus that one too, they always want to marry at before age 24. There are not people that will have that desire to want to marry at age 35, 36, like a 5 will want that desire. Some of the day of birth 2 and 6, day of birth 6 will want to marry and balance very quickly. They are nurturing in nature. They are healers. They love to heal people. They love to behave like a 6. They behave like a 2, but the difference is they are more feminine, but a 2 is more of just cooperation. So that's the gift for a day of birth 6. Devoted, helpful. They are just good people, nurturing the mother energy. For day of birth 7, naturally they are intelligent. People with a day of birth 7, for example, their gifts naturally, this is not their life lesson again. Their gift is that they are intelligent. They are naturally good at finding the truth about things as who they are, their potential energy. They observe everything. They can be psychologists. They want to see what the truth about it. Naturally, they know when someone is lying. They can be mysterious. Sometimes they can look like they are awkward or they are odd because of the love to stay into nature a lot. That is the gift. There is the gift they have because they are thinkers that like to stay to themselves. That is their strongest gift, to ruminate on ideas, to rethink things. They have this tendency to even be night workers. They might not even sleep early. People with a day of a 7 can be awake 11, 12, 1, 2, analyzing everything that was said to them throughout that day. They do this kind of things naturally. And they are natural. They love intelligence, passing exams, reading, studying, mastering it to a deep level comes natural to them too. As a day of birth 7, that is their gift. Day of birth 8, what is their gift? They are master manifestors. They are very good with money, whether it is a 26, an 8, or a 17. Though they carry slight different energy for the individual numbers, but still the general thing is that they are good with businesses. Some of the day of birth 8, no matter even if he's working under you in a company, he always finds a way to make money from different other things. They always master investing and abundance, and they always naturally they will always attract power and defaultly lean towards power play, whether by using money. Money is one way to get power and influence. And when money comes to them, because the universe favors that abundance energy from them, they are usually good at using it to play power play with money. But they should be careful of fake friends. Money attracts fake friends. But that is how they are. They are natural investors. As a deal bets 8 or deal bets 8 together as a natural investor. They, they might be greedy, the negative parts, but all in the end, manifestos abundance. For job at 9, what is your gift? You're a healer, you're a wise man. Naturally, you have wisdom. You most times an old soul. Day of birth 9, most times a healer, humanitarian, and old soul. A day of birth 9. They usually think too much. They want to share, they want to heal the world, but just like a life path lesson that you have for life path lessons, people naturally are people now that they don't forgive easily when you hurt them. They are people that take things very, very extreme. Similar to a 4, but a 9 is more in his emotions than a 4. A 4, when he makes up his mind, he doesn't change it. But a 9, his own is because of the emotions can so take them to an extreme. But on the good side of them, they are naturally artistic. They can learn any skill. They are jack of all trade in a way. They are artists, they are creative, they dominate the space. Anywhere they go, they dominate because they quickly learn and they have this psychic energy to sense when they intimidate people. People with a lot of 9 energy, they have ego problems. Like it's hard to bend or for them to bend to you. People with 9, people with 1 energy, 1 and 9 energy have serious ego problem. And 8 also wants power. But if, as long as the money is coming, he can play along for the money. But 9 and 1, they have a lot of serious ego about themselves, which is also good because it's a dominating energy. So that is for a day of birth 9. That is your gift as a day of birth 9. Then if your day of birth is 11 now, then that means you're naturally a deep spiritual person. You get downloads and insights a lot. They are like a portal, a doorway. There are two doors. The one 11 is like a doorway. The other year of the 11/11 November 11/11 portal, like the 888, is because of they are like a doorway, so they always get insights and downloads. So naturally, they are deep in things. They are deep with inspired insights. They are very psychic most times. They can be very spiritual. But minus that one again, what makes them also special is that they are master manifestos too, like all the master number, because that is a master number 11. They are healers, they are mediators. They can be a 2 energy as 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. They can be a mediator for situations. Most master numbers, if you have them as your gift, you have more than 1 energy. 11, 22, and 33 carries more than 1 energy. So you see the skills of the 1 or the 2 or the 2 or the 4, but just maybe in a heightened way because of the different energies you carry as a master number. So 11 naturally are this kind of, they are generally, to summarize them, inspiring leaders with a huge destiny. That is the gift they have, the good gift. Then for the builder, the 22, your day of birth is 22. You're like a higher, a 4. It's the same structure of the 4, but for manifesting huge, maybe say bigger destiny naturally, you have the ability. The same structure, the same achiever naturally, you are very patient. You tend to work well with detail and timing to like a 4, but you have more anxiety, you have more of the workaholic skill. Like sometimes you can work yourself into stress. If you have a day of birth 22 as a wife or a father, for example, they are the ones that can have the password of every member of the family and follow up everybody's documented work in details for you, even more than you. If you have a lot of someone with a 22 energy, they are the ones that will make, if you forget something, they can even pick it up and show you again. They have that natural energy to, because of their that methodological as their gifts. That's why people with this four energy gifts, the things you can do, same thing with your life path. You can also go into any business or structure where they rely on you for numbers because you don't like making mistakes. That's why I say someone with a 22 day of birth now, or a 22 life path, or 22 day of birth, and the day of birth is much, 22 is strong in his body. You can't catch them if they want to lie to you because they are that detailed, for example. So that is their gift, being detailed, very hardworking. They are driven, they are confident, they are fearless. As a day of birth 22, they are consistent. Eventually, they get their result because they master things because of the hard work and patience in life. They achieve it well. For a day of birth, there's no day of birth 33. So there's no day of birth 33. There's no day of birth 33. So stop at 31. So for if your day of birth is mistakenly 33, that one is for that. That one is, they'll see there's no explanation for it. But so far, I've talked about life path and day of birth. So it's many destiny expression on what I have to talk about now. Any questions so far? We can do destiny expression number in the next class. Any question?
Charles, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Do destiny expression now. Let's do the 3 unique birth codes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Let me see. Okay.
Someone said, let me read this question to you, Charles. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing.
Someone said, please, Idolo said, please reiterate the relationship between day of birth and life path. What is the relationship between day of birth and life path?
Day of birth is your gift. Your life path is how you can use that gift. Your life path can be 3, your day of birth is 8. Your life path can be 7, your day of birth is 5. Your day of birth is a gift you have. Your life path is the missions and lessons you have to achieve in this life. The test that the universe will bring to you most of the time. How the kind of job that you do that when you, as long as no matter your job you must, maybe let me use example. 4, no matter where you work, you must always be someone that will be structured, detailed, and patient. That means you must find jobs that relate to accounting to always favor you on this kind of journey because it affects your life path lesson for structure, being reliable, being consistent, hard work. If your life path is 5 and your day of birth is, let's say, 8 now, means that you have to use your abundance you have to chase freedom in any business you're doing as a life path 5. The business will eventually make you have freedom. Like you must always chase that freedom to be a free spirit, to always reinvent yourself, not to be held down. Even being in a space for too long, let's say it affects you. It's no, you're no longer moving as your life path, the adventurer that wants to achieve things. That is for life path. And your day of birth, that is the main difference. Your day of birth is your gift, who you are naturally. A 3, a 4, I talk. That's what you see online. You see, if you're born on this day, you are like this. You're born on this day, you're like this. Those ones you see online. For your life path now, adding to your life path now makes it unique to each person. So someone with a day of birth 6, life path 6 will not have the same message to someone with a day of birth 6 and life path 9 or life path 7. It's now explaining your gifts and how you can now use this your gifts to chase this certain life path for life mission. I think I'm clear on that now.
Okay, someone said, as young as my son is, he doesn't like to make a mistake. His day of birth 22. Okay, all right. So go ahead, Charles.
As long as her son is
As young as
she
her
say
son is, he doesn't like to make mistakes. His day of birth 22.
Yes, you see that I say about 22, day of birth 22. That structure is naturally his gift. As he's young, I say potential energy when you are not conscious of it. This is how the person behaves. It's like his gift. It's methodological in how he does things. That is it. He plans things naturally now. That is how he is. It's his gift. Who you are. It's your karmic birth code. It's how your soul's gift is on this mission on earth. The mission you came to on this earth is the gift you brought with you for this mission, the abilities you want. So it's normal for 22 to be structured, detailed, hardworking, methodological, sometimes pessimistic, but 4 and 7s, if you're not working too hard, they can easily disrespect. They only respect hard work a lot. 4 7. So 4 is that way for him. So that is his unconscious potential gifts to be structured. Okay. Let me see. Please. Oh, okay.
So Charles, well
Yes,
done.
sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can use the next 15 to 20 minutes to explain what destiny expression numbers are, and then we'll take questions, and then we can close the session and come back at 9 p.m. with Ugochi that will teach us on power cycle. Thank you.
7, 8. Yeah. 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay. So for destiny expression number, let me get what is destiny expression? Destiny expression number now is similar to your life path, but it's a bit different now. Now you see how reading numbers start adding up together when you want to get a picture about somebody. You've known the person's life path now. Then at this, you now know his deal, but his gift towards his life path. So this person has to be like this to his life path. Then his destiny expression number is the destiny, is your first expression number, the energy that you express, the frequency from your name numerology now, your name numerology of destiny expression number. It's a number that shows your eventual destiny or how you express your life paths. How your expression of your life path is your destiny expression number. The energy that people see when they first meet, when they've been with you for some time, the energy that you express, the energy that will favor the way your life path is. Now you see that the numbers is just giving coded messages to be interpreted by someone that is esoteric that can now start explaining it. So that's why when 3 people can have the same life path and the same day of birth, but destiny expression number is always a difference. That is, for example, with twins now. For twins now, you can see 2 twins with the same pinnacle circles because of it's with their day of birth. That is the day they were born, or they can have the same personal year. But what changes between them now is the expression of their destiny, how they express their life path now. That is it now. It's the first name, your name numerology, that is very, very powerful for you. It determines what you eventually manifest with your life path. Your life path is your school lesson. Your destiny is the lesson during the school now, what you're studying in the school. Let me put it this way. The energy you express of what you're studying inside the school, that you eventually your destiny is to express this type of energy eventually. Sometimes they call it, I think they call it your inner dream number too. It's called that your expression, but how you express your life path. It gives you more explanation on what favors you to express your life. But that's why some people, when they see that their destiny expression number is a bit stressful for them, they can change their name so that they start to use a different name for like 10, 12, 15 years. They can do rituals to change your name. You can do rituals for yourself to officially change your name, change it on documents, to start carrying this new frequency to maybe they feel by reason of their chart, it is better for them to change their destiny expression number to help them achieve their life path faster. Maybe you have a destiny expression number of 8 and it needs, and you already have a lot of 8 in your chart. It might be good, but some people can feel it's too much trouble. I feel like, let my destiny expression number show 6 energy. Let the universe be more nurturing to me to pity me for a destiny expression number 6, for example. So your destiny number is your visual destiny. Or maybe when you finish the school, what your destiny will be like, what you do when you finish the school, how you, the course you have to pass in the school to succeed. Your day of birth, remember, is your gift in school, how you were in school, how you allowed your this, you're good at book, you're good at drawing, you're good at this course naturally. Your destiny is what you need to study in the school to come out well. Like let's say you want to in university now, your destiny is how you express yourself. I'll use medicine to express myself in this university. Hope I'm not confusing people. I'm trying to make it deep for you to know that your destiny expression number is your destiny. The energy you express in the university now, you're expressing this energy of being a medical doctor. That is how you will finish this school. Where you go to this school, you express this energy of being an engineer. That is how you feel finish this school. It's your expression number. Day of birth, who you are, life path, why you are here, destiny expression number, how you express how you are here, why you are here. Everybody are with me, right? You get. So I'm giving you breakdown of the 3 difference between these 3 numbers. Yeah. So now when I now add up now to calculate your destiny expression number now, the name of somebody's name, let me see. Let me use somebody's name. Maybe anybody's name, to just one name to use as destiny expression number. Or simple, we can do it this way. If you write A B C D to I, A B C D E F G H I, yeah, A B C D E F G H I. Then you have the numbers you name under them. 1, 2, B is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did it in a format of stopping at 9. Then continue J, K, L, M, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, X, Y, Z. So I did it in the format whereby you see that I still put 1 to 9 under as the last part. So it's from this your Pythagoras chart that you alphabet that you get your destiny expression number. You write A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. You number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you continue. So any of the J, CJ falls under 1 is 1. K falls under 2. T falls under 2. M falls under 4. N falls under 5. N falls under 5. P falls under 7. Q falls under 8. That is this. That is the numbers now. With these numbers now, with anybody's name here. Okay, no, there's nobody's name I can use there. Let me just use a normal name. Let me use Roots to explain this expression number. It's the name on your birth certificate. Is there anybody's name there I'll use? Someone should drop their full name. Let me see. Any full name there? Let me check. Okay. Endurance, please. Okay, let me use. Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma, for your wish. Okay, let me use endurance, please. I've no is a lot of don't class stuff. So let me say endurance, please. Endurance, Prince. Oh. Endurance, Prince. Okay. E from the charts. E is 5. N is 5. 4. D is 4. U is 3. R is 9. R is 9. A is 1. N is 5. C is 3. E is 5. P is 7. R is 9. I is 9 too. N is 5. 3, 5. N and T is 5. N and E is 5 from the charts. So I do again. Okay. E is 5. N is 5. D is 4. U is 3. R is 9. A is 1. N is 5. C is 3. E is 5. P is 7. R is 9. I is 9. N is 5. N is 5. C is 3. E is 5. All right. Now, just adding up this name together gives me the person's destiny expression number. It gives me further clarity of how the person will express his or her life path. Yeah, I wish I can do for everybody now, but let me do for endurance, please. 5 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 9 plus 1 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 9 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5. This is expression number 9. Okay. Mm. Mm. So you can calculate as long as you want, as long as you want to make sure you calculate it correctly. Having up all the numbers in, if this is your full name, wait, your full name on your birth certificate, exactly. The first energy you have, yeah, the first energy you have, no other extra name, endurance, please. Then your destiny expression number is 6. That means your destiny, in whatever your life path is, if your life path is even to be, your life path is 1 to stand out individualistic. You must marry or do something relating with your family, your beauty, your expression of healing. Yeah, that's the energy you carry. You must expand on that energy. For example, life path 1 now, and you want to be independent in all your business, how you're doing. Your destiny shows that family or a partnership of related to family will favor you, whether being responsible for your parents or joining into family related businesses to expand them, or marrying somebody early, for example. Now your destiny is showing that for this to end evangelistic life path, you want to go to stand out in doing things, as you want to be unique in what you're chasing. In this life path you're trying to live through, you must be, use family is very important for you. Marrying early is important for you. So the destiny expression number 7 now, a life path 3, a day of birth 5. The person is supposed to know that to maximize his creative energy and his expressive energy by his day of birth 7 means that, and his destiny expression number 7 for a day of birth 5, life path 3 shows that you will have to be grounded. sometimes, no matter how explorative he is, he will carry the energy of the when people come here, they will see that he carries his destiny to want to know the deep things about life, truths about life. But it also shows that he should focus on intelligence, studying things, mastering things to a deep level, because that will help him in his life path of being expressive. Maybe the more he learns more, the more creative and deep he is in any creative skill he's doing. His creativity works better from the depth of his destiny expression of showing that you now, this other person with a life path 3 and this expression number 8, abundance, money, influence was in you. Yours is depth, mastery, truth, being intelligent, always seeking knowledge, being a philosopher, seeing life from a different perspective, doing grounding work, being a bit spiritual. It shows for his destiny expression number that it shows how you're going to express your life path to eventually become your destiny. But how you express your life path, your lesson, that is your destiny expression number. So is any, I think I've covered the 3 numbers basically. I can go into talking about each number on the destiny expression number 7, 9, 10. But it's just telling you that from the numbers are messages. The energy of what the numbers are, each of those numbers are just messages. So when they are in your life path or your soul urge, it tells a different story about the person, a deeper explanation about you. But someone like this with a destiny expression number 6, marriage, family, a calm, soothing home, a beautiful luxury home, it affects him very well. His peace of mind is very important. Luxury beauty pushes him more. He should not be ashamed to want to settle down quickly for this destiny expression number, because he needs partnership and he needs to nurture. He can be good in nurturing his business or anything he's doing relating to his life path. If he can add a bit of healing and nurturing to it, it makes it look better. Is that his energy is to express beauty, express a feminine energy, fine energy. That is destiny expression number. Further enhances whatever his life path is. So, any question on destiny expression number? Okay.
Go ahead.
Your full name. I said your full name now is Oyiri Endurance Prince. I've already done with Endurance Prince. Maybe in the next session I can do more reading them. They should have said the full name from beginning. So if they are seeing now Oyiri, adding that Oyiri to it now has changed this calculation.
Proceed to the meaning. Proceed to the meaning of destiny numbers 1 to master number 3.
The meaning of?
Proceed to the meaning of destiny numbers 1 to master number 33.
Okay. Let's go into that. So, destiny expression number 1. What does it tell you? Destiny expression number 1. It shows you that no matter if your destiny, no matter how your life is turning out, no matter what your life path is, the best way you express your life path is to find things that are individualistic to do. Like, let me put an example again. I've given a lot of examples for, let's say expression number 1 now. In a less, and your life path is if let's say a life path is a 4 now. Your destiny shows that in any structure you want to build in this life, when you express it to do it to stand out on your own, because you express that independent energy to stand out, to lead. So if you're doing a structure, it will be better for you that you create your own business or create something independent for you, that you're now building structure and hard work to it. Better than you working under somebody. And if you're working under somebody, it's better when you are taking leadership positions, because that is the energy that you express after some time. Your personality number is the first initial energy people see in you. You understand? Then later on, they can get to, when they know you people, they start to see your other expression number. Your expression number is not your personality number is like your mask. The first energy, the energy that people see as your mask, your personality of how people perceive you. Your destiny expression number is how your soul's destiny is supposed to be. How you're supposed to express your life path more. So they are both expression energy, like I say, but I'm just giving this slight difference between personality and destiny. So for destiny number one now, some of that kind of energy now, no matter whatever his life path is, he should always try to do it to stand out, to be independent. He should be brave to lead from the front, no matter your life path. If it's for someone with a destiny expression number two now, that person requires partnership like six. Still 6 for very good in partnership. But you can express yourself by being a peacemaker to express if your life path journey is to be, let's say, your life path is 7. Your destiny expression number further enhances that when you partner with the right person, you can search for the truth the way you want to be a truth seeker. If you want to be spiritual, because 7s are usually very spiritual. Find a partner with someone that will teach spirituality to a certain level. You can work, your expression number shows that you can work under people as long as it is pushing you towards your life path. You're okay being working with somebody and being the understudy for a destiny expression number 2. A destiny expression number 9 is different from a destiny expression number 1, whereby I said the person can do things to stand out on his own. A destiny expression number 2 shows that, okay, how you express this to what your life path is you can work with partnering with people for your life path. Further expresses that is the expression that after some time, people will still feel that expression on you. Even if the first time your personality energy is so much that your personality number shows, over time, that energy will see showcased to them. People will see you as that way. So a destiny expression number 2. A destiny expression number 3. While your day of birth is the gift you have, you can observe it to people, but it's your natural gift. Your destiny expression number is the 3rd number. It's explaining how you should express all these things. So I'm making sure I differentiate it for you people. Then for destiny expression number 3, it shows that any life path you're going on, you should be creative to express yourself in everything. If your life path is 7 and your destiny expression number is 3, it shows that from the depth you've learned in life, if you express it, it will favor you to always to express the mastery you've gotten, the school you've gotten, the knowledge you've gotten, the peacemaking you've done, or the criminology 7s are usually good at all those finding out truths, invest and detective them. So it will show that, okay, destiny number 3 shows expression. I must express what I've mastered from this life path. Destiny expression number 4, what does it show you? Destiny expression number 4 shows the same thing as a structure in anything I want to achieve in my life path and based on my day of birth now. I further down know that, okay, for example now, in life path 3, day of birth, it's destiny expression number 4. It shows that, okay, I'm good with money and business. That means, wow, I can invest well. My life path is 3, and I want to try a lot of artistic expressive skill. 4 shows that you must be very consistent in how you express yourself with structure, show that you're disciplined. You must always pay attention to your timekeeping to help you for your school mission of your life path 3 in any expressive field you want to be. A comedian, a journalist, an artist, anything you're doing as a life path, even if you're a poet or you mold things, it's still art. You must always add a lot of hard work because it favors you with that structure for a destiny expression number 4. For a destiny expression number 5 now, what does it tell you? It shows you that anything you're doing for your life path and your day of birth, no matter what your day of birth is, it will favor you to always express yourself, to always travel, to always change yourself, that your destiny is for you eventually. To support whatever your life path is, your destiny is to help with the 5 energy to make you always try to reinvent yourself. That even if your life path is let's say life path is, let me say 1, for example, your destiny expression number is 5. 1 shows that the 5 expression that any individualistic thing you're doing as your life mission to be standard, to always be a leader pushing, you should always reinvent yourself. The expression number shows that you show someone that is a survivor. When you see someone with a life path 1, destiny expression number 5, that shows a very strong, resilient person that can withstand pain. So that's that destiny expression number 9 is explaining the numbers, the 3 numbers, in different ways, but sending a message. So it's not about the number. That's why Mr. Fem usually tell people that you're not 1 number, you're not 2 numbers. The numbers is a message of a mission for you independently through sessions. Do I have to consciously express my destiny? No, the energy flows automatically. No, the expression most times, okay, for example, people with expression 6 usually carry beauty energy and you look like who that, you will just know that they are supposed to marry to favor them very well. People with this destiny expression number 6, for example, now you will know that they are supposed to marry. Okay, fine. Now they are supposed to marry. Now you might not be conscious, but that is why you come for this kind of classes, to know these deeper things about it, to understand yourself, so that now that you're not conscious of the name energy you carry now, you cannot capitalize on it to tailor make it towards your life path and your day of birth, so that the universe could support you. Because the reason why we learn all this esoteric knowledge is to put ourselves in alignment. So even if you're not conscious and you're not getting conscious of your destiny expression number now, you're just supposed to use it to add, so that universe, when you're in alignment with the universe, with what you're good at, you see yourself being dominating. Why are people not the best in some of their field? You see somebody with a lot of 6'3", 3'3", 3'3", 6'9". You claim that this person would have had a lot of artistic skill, and that person can be working in maybe a pharmacy, or let me not say pharmacy, let's say a contractor. Now he might still show his creative skill, but sometimes he might not dominate it the way you would have dominated it if he planned his life from the age of 12, 13, following this is destiny, no confusion. It makes you that you are not even every of your decision, knowing this kind of destiny number now. If you need when you're 15, 16, even now it's not too late. It's now working towards a purpose and you're not being convinced again. You are not understanding yourself better. You understand? That is the thing about it. So consciously or you're not conscious, that is why you come for these classes now. So that you can be conscious of why this energy you express out as your destiny number. That's how it is. So I think let me go to destiny expression number 6 now. I'll just talk about it already. So I think I can jump 6, marriage, fertility, balancing. 7, destiny expression number 7 shows that to express your life pattern, the expression you give to people after they see that you're someone that will eventually need to chase depth in knowledge and skills and analytical ability and being spiritual. You bend yourself to your psychic, say to yourself, go into nature. In any field you're chasing, to work on your destiny expression number 7, always seek truth, work on your spiritual side, because your destiny expression number shows that you have to work on your sharp intuition and instincts a lot. As a 7, you have to be analytical. So your destiny expression number has already guided you towards that your life path. Then for your destiny expression number 8 now, it shows that you need to struggle, you need money to manifest your destiny, you need abundance. I know people that their destiny expression number is 8, for example, and they struggle a lot, but once money coming, they already have the ideas, because their spirit is already planned that way, that if they just get money to help them manifest their own type of destiny very, very fast. Some people now, for destiny number 8, about abundance, money, wealth, influence, power. For destiny expression number 9, you have to be humanitarian. You should spread love. You should always try to heal like the 6 energy. Destiny expression number 9 now promotes you to be a healer, to be humanitarian, to go global, to express whatever your life path. Even if your life path is a 2, you should go global with your peacemaking ability to a very global way, because you're meant to dominate and impose. 9 is a number facing every other number. So it is always supposed to push forward and push ahead. It says 1 and 9. 1 is the beginning of the numbers, 9 is the end of the numbers. So you can see that these are very, very special numbers. So this special number is in 9. Anything you're doing, you should always show love. You should be humanitarian in nature. You should go global. You should always apply wisdom. You should be a deep thinker. You should know that you should be honest, and you should be honest. Don't let your emotions guide you with your intuition, but not your emotions, so that you don't get too hot, because you carry this energy of love that people want to enjoy from. So you have to be careful what your decision making, so that you don't attract energy vampires. You're a healer. That's how you express any life path you have. That's what your destiny expression number is for 9. What does your destiny expression number for 11 shows you? Your destiny expression number for 11 shows you that anything you're doing, you have to inspire people. Am I being heard? Am I here? Are you guys saying me? It's like my two points, my guys off.
You're very audible. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Very audible. Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
I think you hear me better now with this one. Okay. Mic off. So Your destiny expression number for 11 further explains whatever your life path is. For your destiny expression number, it explains your life path for you better. What you want to express, you should always inspire and lead people. People will always look up to you. You are a natural healer. You are a number two as that energy is 2 and 11. You're good at partnering with people, but as you partner, you're to inspire them. So whatever your life path is, you should always try to inspire. It already gives you guidance already, your destiny expression number of how your destiny is from your name. For your destiny expression number 22, it shows that you should put a lot of structure. You're a master manifesto that you can chase big things. Your destiny supports you. Your destiny and the universe supports you for your life path. So anything your life path is, you can do it in a way that generations can benefit from it, or a lot of people can take over the journey from you. Your destiny is to build something into so much detail and structure with a destiny expression number 22. With a destiny expression number 33, it also shows that, okay, you're meant to be a healer, a master teacher, that anything you've learned in your life journey, you should express it by being a healer to teach people, to heal from it, to master it, to be creative in everything you've learned as a master number 33. Your destiny expression number shows that when you're nurturing, you're in a creative field, it favors your life path more because of the 33 and the 6 energy in it, in that destiny expression number 33. It shows that any business you're doing, you can master it to a certain level, very creative, and you can teach people because you're a teacher. The life 33 is a number of the teacher. So that's destiny expression number. It now explains to you further of what your life path was. When you now add up your life path, date of birth, and destiny expression number together, now you can now clearly get the picture about who the person is. Level. Like Mr. Endurance with the date of birth 22, that is a master number. Life path 11, destiny expression number 1. Destiny number. Are you sure of your numbers? Personality expression number. Destiny number is expression number.
Charles,
Yes.
let's start around. You will not be able to explain that. Let's start rounding now because you have like 3 minutes to
Okay.
go. You will not be able to
Yes.
explain
I think you want to write so large number for your chat. Okay. So we can round up. I think no other question again.
All right. Thank you so much, Charles. Let's give Charles a round of applause. If you need more clarification, you can always contact Charles. If you don't have access to him, send a message to 0708 222 Charles can actually help you calculate all your numbers, but it is not going to be free because he's going to spend his data, he's going to spend his time and his resources. So you're going to have to appreciate him with something. So for those who need more clarification, they have to reach out to Charles. Charles, please give us your social media handle so that people can follow you. Because very soon, Charles is also going to start live sessions on his social media handle. So please give us your social media. You can type it there. So you can see it right there. Chelsea's social media handle is alternate_views at alternate_views. So please go follow Charles now at alternate_views on TikTok. At alternate_views on TikTok. The next time we'll be doing this, Charles is going to explain to us the 2 other numbers. There are 5 most important numbers. He has just explained to us the 3 unique birth codes. If you enjoyed this class, please type in the comment section. Thank you, Charles.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Share knowledge.
Now, like we said, this weekend is dedicated to the community only, and it's more or less like a retreat for us. Everybody's talking about September to December lock-in, so we call it a retreat. And tonight at 9 p.m., we're going to have Ugochi, who took power cycle to another level. Ugochi is going to be teaching us on power cycle. If you miss this afternoon, please don't miss 9 p.m. because if there is something that you need to power your life every day, every month, every year, It is your power cycle. So Ugochi is going to take us on power cycle at 9 p.m. What it means, the calculation, and you don't want to miss it. Is Ugochi here? Ugochi is also on TikTok. If someone can help type TikTok handle here at underscore Yomi Designer, at underscore Yomi Designer, at underscore Yomi Designer. That is Ugochi's TikTok handle. But we're going to be here on Google Meet and on the Femi Jubal subscribers only TikTok platform at 9 p.m. And for Ugochi's session on Power Cycle, yes, Ugochi is here. Ugochi is here. And also after Ugochi's session, then if you need more clarity, then you would have to connect you with Ugochi. But like I said, connecting you with these people doesn't mean they will spend 1 hour of their time teaching you something for free. You know, you have to appreciate them because they are going to spend their data, their time, and their money and their energy. So we look forward to Ugochi's session at 9 p.m. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. The session is recorded and it will be posted to the group. Charles, once again, thank you so much. We love you.
You're welcome, sir. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you, guys. See you at 9 p.m.